we have been warned and warned about what we're doing to Mother Earth,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't really care. We walk over her every day. We're like, oh yeah, this, whatever. Um, and the fact of the matter is, you can only do so much to the land, and then we're doing it not only to the land, we start to do it to the air we breathe. And here's the irony of all of that: we were polluting the air to such a degree now that, global warming is happening, but nobody really wants to believe that either. Oh well, we can reverse it. And David Suzuki was on. He's warning us. Scientists are warning us. Government officials in some different areas warn us, but we don't have to be warned, because we can just merely look up and see that the pollution is there. And we're polluting Mother Earth's breath. And what do you think this virus is doing? Polluting our breath, stopping us as humans from breathing. So I saw this thing on Facebook, and there was Mother Earth here and the little virus there, and the virus says to Mother Earth, do you think they got it?
Well, Deb, why do you think, what do you relate to this profound cognitive dissonance? Why do you think there's such profound cognitive dissonance?
Because I think people forget exactly who they are. I don't think they're related anymore to the humanness of who we are, not only as human spirit. We're disconnected. And that's exactly, my existence is to know why I exist in this world, to be in touch with the universe. And they think it's some romantic thing removed from humanness. It's not. I mean, scientists are telling you in your DNA there is knowledge. Well, where did it come from? They didn't make it. You come into the world with some kind of knowledge that is, you're born with. And they spend all their life assimilating you and me into their way of thinking. Well, I'm telling you, I stepped aside from that. I don't want anything to do with it in some ways, but I do know that there is more to this world than just finding enough money to buy a fancy car or 10 or a mansion, or like how much shopping can we do? How much can we own? How much, what is our focus? What is success? To me, success is standing on my blankets, knowing who I am, feeling when this was all going on that I was still content working here. I didn't know that went by, but I reached out to whoever I could, because it sounds romantic, doesn't it? Oh, well, that's good for her. Well, it was good. It was good for all of our people at one time. And that saying I said about artists, all throughout the world, who are holding on to why we exist. That's what I believe this message is. You humans better slow down, and you better reconnect with the whole reason why you even exist, because you don't really even know. And part of my responsibility again is to pass that. And my grandfather also said that to me. He said, everything I tell you, you pass it on to who wants to know. He would tell me over and over and over the stories that we shared together. And that's something that when I mentioned, as I go into the city and I meet people and talk to people, and I say, well, they say, oh, Deborah, I heard you as you did. And I said, well, gee, I'll do my best not to repeat myself. And they say, oh, no, that's okay. And I said, you know what? You're right, because that's how we learn. My grandfather told me it's like going to school, and oral traditions are just as valuable as reading a book, if not sometimes more. I mean, back in the day, 2,000 years ago, there were no books. You read petroglyphs, you read stories in how they were passed down. This blanket, is a storyteller. It's not just, as I said, something pretty to hang there. It has a language of its own. And that's what's valuable to me, is understanding all of this and putting it together so that other people understand another culture is just as valuable as theirs. And I think all cultures are. So what drives us to all want to be American? What drives us to all want to be like the big machine? I don't get it, because I don't really want to be a part of it. I love nature. I love what it offers us and the respect we should have for it. And, you know, how many cities around the world can breathe now? Because we've stopped still in our tracks. We've had to stop. Everyone's gone in, every country, and they can breathe where they couldn't breathe before.